Welcome to our little part of England, Shaun.
Thank you very much for having me. It's a great turnout. It's fun to come over here and ride in the warm weather with all you folks.
So are you all mountain bikes now? Is that what you're going to be doing?
Yeah, full-time for Intense Cycles all year round, so I won't be snowboarding this year. We moved to Southern California. So I will be doing pedaling all year round, and my whole career I've never been able to do that.
And are you going to be riding downhill bike?
Yeah, definitely. The new bike coming out is going to be sweet. So once I get a little time under my belt here just riding.
What's the new bike? Is
Can't
it secret?
talk about it.
It's secret?
Very secret.
Yeah, we're not going to tell.
The name is secret.
The name is secret?
That's good, though.
M11.
No. No.
You would take it up one more, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I don't know. So we really can't talk about it?
No.
Have you had any input in it?
Can we talk about it, Jen? No. Can't talk about it.
How did you end up with Intense rather than Santa Cruz or somebody else like that?
Well, I have a funny story about the Santa Cruz part.
Do you now?
Yeah.
Well, let's hear that story.
Well, I got into mountain biking, and I just bought like a hardtail Park Pre, and I started racing.
Bought a what?
Like a Park Pre hardtail bike. And then I knew Rob Roskop from Santa Cruz from skateboarding and such. And I called him and said I was going to get into mountain biking and I was going to win. And he kind of laughed at me. And he told me he needed $1,700 for a frame. So I said, all right, we'll see you later. And then I...
Was that a good price, or was that like really taking the piss price?
I don't know. I mean, it was a pretty bad price for being your buddy, right?
Do you think that's why he's really successful now?
Probably. Probably.
So what else is special, or groundbreaking about that?
This bike?
Yeah.
Well, it hauled ass.
Yeah.
It was fast. But
it's got really narrow bars, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you not been around a while?
Well, yeah.
Who is this guy?
I'm nobody.
Busted my fucking balls here. It's got a cross-country set up on it.
Yeah.
That's all we had back then,
It's
man.
for pedaling, aerodynamics.
Yeah.
So what input did you have? What things did you suggest, or did you actually physically do anything to the bike?
Oh, all kinds of stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
This is the biggest part, this coil. Once we got a real shock on this thing, it was just supple like a dirt bike, so you could track in turns and just eat up the stutter bumps going into berms and such. It was groundbreaking, because every other bike that was out compared to this just was not a good design, So this was ahead of its time by far. And I think it definitely helped me with results when I started out.
Flat pedals?
Flat pedals, yes. It was hard back in the day. All you had was a set of Vans for skateboarding, and then these pedals here, I can't really believe I stayed on them. Then I started sharpening big bear claw pedals, and then, a lot of broken toes. So this one, we've been traveling with this one because it's kind of a famous bike for second place. That's what I laugh about all the time.
So in that World Champs, when you didn't win, but you came close, isn't that like a bit of aerodynamics involved with? That's like the story of mountain biking. We used to wear nice cycling clothes that were tight-fitting and athletic-looking.
Yes.
And you kind of wanted to mess all that up and make us all look like motocross riders or something?
Yeah.
But isn't that why you lost?
Well, I didn't want to look like Blades of Glory myself. So I wore like motocross stuff, and I thought it looked a lot better.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'd have worn the ice skating suit, I would have beat Nico by 2 seconds easily. I would have been world champion, no problem.
Yeah.
But I look at it, and I look back in time now, and it's like it's a UCI rule that no one can wear spandex in downhill. And
now it's all changed, eh?
And I think
it's a rule.
I think that making the sport look better if it takes a second place, I'm just happier that the way the sport went now than getting a world title and standing there in my skate suit. Yeah.
I have drunk a lot of alcohol, and I have got on bicycles, but I just fall off. You seem to be able to do that and win proper races.
Yeah, I used to be able to. I mean, I was in my 30s, I could drink and maybe win a race or two hungover. Yeah, definitely. There's a few times at Specialized where I was hiding a couple Coors Lights in the old water bottle spinning up top of a race in front of the Specialized manager. Oh, yeah.
Did they
Had
like
a little bit of shakes.
You were a bit shaky. So what about Steve Peat? You've been staying down with him this week?
I've been with Petey up at his house, and we were riding there in the snow. It was really cold up there. So,
in the snow?
Yeah, 3-4 days up there, and got to ride with little Rat Boy. His foot's healing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's looking good.
So is he like the future of like bad boy rock and roll in downhill?
I think he's the future of downhill. I mean, he's the only one of the only ones with personality anymore, and I think we've missed that for a long time, and I think Rat Boy is just a god for what he's doing. He won a title being an idiot, and I think we need that. I think we need that more.
So now you're going to be, with Intense, you're going to be picking some juniors, some American juniors, and helping them to race downhill.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell us a bit about that.
5 Americans, and they'll do like the American Junior X Tour. And there's a lot of fast kids. Everybody, they're so fast and talented these days. But I think a lot of kids just need some like mental help on like try to how to win. You know, I mean, there's plenty of kids. It's like Rat Boy and. I mean, I think myself, when I told him when I was at Petey's that I think he could have won like 2-3 years ago, and he's like, I know. And then you see him win one, and then that switch turns, and then it's a competitive edge to where that switch turns, and you're just dominant. Like no one's beating you anymore, and you just move forward, and that's why he has a title like that, you know. And that's what I want to try to teach the younger generation of kids that are on my team, the mental edge, hopefully.
Is it your job? Is it like your proper job, working for Intense? Is that what you do now?
Yeah, 100%. Full-time, yeah. Riding, and then hopefully I can get in some shape. I'm going to try to do Sea Otter and race a few fun races. Hopefully I race some American downhills with the kids that I'm coaching.
Yeah.
And get out there and have some fun with it. Not as much pressure as back in the day when I wanted to try to win only, and it was miserable when you weren't winning, you know. I mean, it should be fun, and teaching kids, if I can get a younger generation, if you get a kid on the podium that you know you helped like get there, it's kind of like reliving it in a sense in an older age, you know. I think that'll be good. I think it'll be fun.
Are there any like dirty tricks for psyching out the other racers that you're gonna, I don't know, that you used in the past? Did you do that kind of thing? My son told me that you did that.
I didn't talk to anybody really.
No?
I was just on a mission to win myself.
But you psyched them out.
I wasn't very friendly, really. I look back at myself sometimes, and I would punch myself in the face. You know what I mean? But that was just a competitive edge that's what I knew.
So that worked for you?
It worked for me, and it's not going to work for everybody.
Okay.
I think every kid I deal with is going to have a different personality and a different way to win, and if I can figure any way out that they can get to that podium, I'll work with them on anything. You know, there was a time in my career where that 4-year period from '96 to 2000 was great. I mean, I was just on a mission. I won a lot of stuff during that time, but I remember every bit of it. It just feels awkward, like sitting here talking to you guys and watching it with you. You know, it's like I don't know. I mean, I don't think I'm any more special than anybody in the room, you know what I mean? I'm sitting here like, yeah, this is me. Check me out. 20 years ago, I was bitching. Look at me. Check me out. But, I mean, I'm proud of my career, and it's great. And if I'm an influencer and I have fans, like, I mean, I can't believe all you guys came out. We all huffed through the rain and snow like some goats. And that was one adventure. I dug it. And it does mean a lot to me that you guys were here, really. Thank you.